Hello guys and welcome back. So today I want to show you a dead farming method that's not your usual farming method, and it can actually be used by mages and sorcerers to power level. Before we continue, I want to give a shout out to a channel called Giant Source Slayer because that's where I found out about this method, and his video has been uploaded since 2019. So it was really useful. And also to Gemma from the Dragon's Dogma Central Discord, because she was the one that showed me this video, and I gotta say, it saved me a lot of trouble. So I will link both channels in the description so you can go give them some love. And now, without further ado, let's go. Now, there are three important things to note before we start. The first thing, and really the only real requirement for this method, is that you need to be post-daemon, because you need to spawn the Strigoi room in the Fortress of Remembrance, and that room only spawns post-daemon. Additionally, and this is completely optional, you may also want to be post-dragon for the Godsbane. That way you can reset a lot faster when you need to, instead of resetting by quitting to the main menu. Another requirement is to bring Rancid bait meat, because that's how you force Dead to spawn. On screen you can see a list of where to find the bait, but keep in mind that if you decide to use Barrock, he only sells 3 and restocks every 7 in-game days. The second thing is that this method is mostly focused towards staff-wielding vocations, like mage, sorcerers, and etc. It also works for bow vocations, but there's already a super popular method for bow vocations involving the Garden of Ignominy. And basically you would do the same thing here, just in a different location. The problem with the popular method is that since it relies on quick knockdowns with the blast arrows, and staff-wielding vocations don't have a quick way to knock down dead super fast, then you pretty much have to rely on this one method. And last but not least, since you're farming for experience and rift crystals, you absolutely want to bring a Weal item with you, which basically doubles the experience and by extension the rift crystals of anything that you kill. There are 5 items that give you Weal, but I'm just going to name the 3 most popular ones. The first one being the Blessed Flower, which you can get from the Talent in Bloom quest or gifted via the pawn system, and it is the best Weal item, but it has a caveat which we'll talk about in a moment. The other 2 are the Veteran's Periapt and the Martyr's Talisman. The Veteran's Periapt you can buy infinitely from Furnival in post-game, and the Martyr's Talisman you can buy from Varrock in Bitter Black Isle. Both are one-use items and last for 5 minutes. Now, about the Blessed Flower, the Weal effect lasts for 1 full in-game day, as I said, while being in the inventory, and after the day passes, the flower dies. But you can circumvent this problem by making several forgeries as soon as you get it in the Black Cat. And you can reset the freshness of the flower if you deposit the flower and then rest in an inn for 3 full in-game days. The freshness timer resets back to normal and it's ready to use for 1 full day. But don't rely on it too much, because sometimes you can forget, and it is very smart to have several forgeries of it. As you can see, I have 3. Obviously you can do more. I just have 3 because I almost never forget, but sometimes I do. Hello, Editor Elder here. I forgot to mention that there are several conditions that affect your XP gains. On screen you can see a table with all the different XP modifiers. For example, if you play on hard mode like I do, your XP and rift crystals are automatically doubled from the start compared to what you usually get from normal mode. So using a Weal item in combination with hard mode basically earns you 4 times the experience and rift crystals for anything that you kill. Additionally, the less pawns you bring, the more XP you get, and if the pawns are higher or lower level than you, it also affects the XP modifier. So yeah, that's something important worth noting, and you can pause the video if you want to check the table for yourself. So that is all I wanted to add. Editor Elder out. Also, if you deposit a flower with a little time left and you have several copies of it, now all those copies share the same timer, so it is very important that you rest for 3 days after depositing your flower. Now, with all that being said, we can move on to explain the method. Alright, so what you want to do is go to the Fortress of Remembrance and try to spawn the Strigoi room. Remember, there are 2 iterations of that room in post-Daemon. One will have Poison and Death, and the other one will have Wraiths and Strigoids. So obviously you want the one with Strigoids and Wraiths. So let's see. Go through this door and you check. This is the room we need. Alright. So you want to clear the room, kill the Strigoids, kill the Wraiths. And see how the speed drop says ×2? That's the effect of the Weal item. In my case, the flower.
A few moments later.
Alright, now that the room is clear, you want to come back up here and you want to place your Rancid bait meat. You want to go out and you want to save and Godsbane or reset via the main menu. So you want to save, then Godsbane. And what Godsbaning and resetting do is that it puts Death back on the main spawn point where he should be spawning. So if you go back inside and you stand in the ledge, you see Death is there. But if he does that, if he comes out, you want to Godsbane or reset until he gets stuck. And you know he will get stuck because he will do a turn to the left and go back inside the room. So you want to reset until he gets stuck. See, here we are again. You go to the ledge and see what he did. He turned around and got stuck on the room. That's exactly what you want to happen. So you come down here. Also, remember to disarm your pawn, like that. He's disarmed because if he attacks, he will mess up the lure. So you want to come here and see how he's stuck. So you want to start attacking him. As long as he's stuck, he won't be able to attack you. So you want to do this until he's dead. If you want to speed up the kill, you can bring Demon Periaps to boost your mage and do more damage. It's not really necessary, but if you're fast enough, you can do 2 death kills per 1 bait. So it's really beneficial if you kill him fast enough. Also, make sure your well is working. As you can see, there's a shamrock next to my health bar. That means my flower's still alive and it's working. See how he moved to the other side? But he's still stuck. So you're fine. He will do that. He will move to the other side but still be stuck. So you're fine. Just keep attacking until he's dead.
Much later.
So as you can see, he's almost dead. And if you don't have the flower, here's when you want to go to your menu and use the Veteran's Periat or the Martyr's Charm, and then you want to kill him. So you get, see? 900,099 experience. So basically 2 million experience for doing that. And if you're fast enough, you can go back up, go outside, save, and God's Bane, and you can do a second kill with your same bait. See, there's still the bait. You want to go outside. Sometimes I don't know why the bait disappears before the second kill, so I don't know. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So here we are. I go back inside, and you see the bait still there, and there is dead. So 2 kills in one bait, showcasing that it actually works. So that's pretty much it. You can repeat this as many times as you want. And remember, that was 2 million experience for you and your pawn. If you have rented pawns, they will receive 10% of that in rift crystals. So basically 200,000 rift crystals. What people usually do to farm rift crystal is they do this 5 times and send back the pawn with 1 million rift crystal, because 5 times is 10 million experience, and 10 million experience is 1 million rift crystal. So it's very nice, and it's really fast and zero effort at all. So yeah, that's pretty much all that is to it. Thank you all for watching. See you on the next one. Bye bye.